So, hello guys, and today we're going to try to replicate the new O1 model that just dropped, the new OpenAI O1 model that is supposed to be this good at reasoning engine, good at reasoning all sorts of problem and go through and solve the problem, like prompting itself. Um, so we're going to try to replicate that using a LangChain. We're going to use a multi-agent system where we have like multiple agents. We're going to use LangChain, LangGraph, and the locally learning Llama 3.1 model in order to solve the problem. Not solve the problem, but try to see where we can go with this. So I'll have the code in the GitHub, the repo. You can check it out, and yeah. So let's get into the video. So we're gonna make a multi-agent system, where we have like 4 or 5 agents that do a lot of stuff. First of all, let's go through the code, right? This is just a small code base, so we can go through it very quickly. At first, this is the LangChain node, right? Yeah, I assume that you guys know LangChain, but it's not necessary, right? We are just trying to test here, and it's not even about the coding part. It's just like the prompting part. We are just trying to test if you can replicate LangChain. I mean, replicate the O1 model from scratch. So the figure, I don't show you the figure, but here, right, we have 4 different agents. At first, we have the expander. So let's go to the expander. Expander is just an agent that will take our original question and will make it more detailed, like expand the question a bit more so that the next agent has more space to work with, like more space to work around that prompt. So here's the system prompt for that. You are an agent designed to enhance and refine the question, and the initial just the idea was given by me, the prompt, and this prompt was also written by Claude. So so Claude is very good at this kind of stuff, like telling the agent what to do and all sort of stuff, like generating prompt is also good at that. And this is the prompt generated by Claude from my initial response, and the initial response was something like this, right? Let me just show you here. This was the initial prompt, and yeah, this is step. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but most of the time, because of these steps, we just whiff all the other steps like below it. So yeah, maybe we need to change this. Right now it's just a test. From what I have tested till now, nothing has worked. But yeah, so we have this expander, and after that expander, right, we expand the question. After that, we plan, like what do we need to do, what we solve, and how we solve. So we plan that, and just to know, we are using Llama 3 that is running locally in my computer right now in order to do this problem, and we're not even using GPT-4o or like any sophisticated like advanced model, big model, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. We could use that, and I think that would make it much better than this, but I'm just trying here. So yeah, and we have the planner here, and this planner step, what it does is like generates the initial plan for what it needs to solve, and then after it generates, right, the plan, we go to like a hypothesis generator. So based on that plan, we generate like 4 or 5 hypotheses. So after we this is the prompt for the hypothesis generator, and we generate the hypothesis using this here. And yeah, after that, right, we have like 4 or 5 hypotheses now. So after that, we go to the hypothesis tester. So each and every one of those hypotheses, right, hypothesis is like generated in terms of this JSON format. So we extract these hypotheses, and for each one of those hypotheses we run the hypothesis tester. So each hypothesis is tested by the hypothesis tester. Here this is the prompt for the hypothesis tester, and it goes through the hypothesis and like step by step solves the problem and like generates the hypothesis, generates the test for that hypothesis, check whether it's correct or not. But we don't know this is correct or not, because based on the above hypothesis the answer is always going to be correct. So we don't know which tree, like we go through this, right? Let me just come here, or maybe xcali draw, no, arc. So x, let me bring it here. So what we have here is we have question, right? User question, and then we have the expander, and then after that we have the planner. Yeah, the size is not the thing, size is just random right now. And then we have the, after that, after we plan, we generate hypothesis generator, and after that we have like 5. Yeah, the model can generate as many hypotheses as it wants, it just needs to give in the format of array. So we have, let's say, 4 hypotheses right now, so each one of these will be tested. So each one of this will be tested and each one of them will give the answer, right? All these are answers, but we don't know which one is correct. All these are answers, but we don't know which one is correct. So the correction part, this like the user needs to check which one is correct, and this entire tree, right? Let's say this, we come from here, we go here, here, and let's say this one was the correct one, so this one was the correct one, and then we go here. So this one can be used as a training data of sort for like fine-tuning the model to give out the reasoning step. We can exclude all this part, like user question, expander, right? So we can make it so that this is the question and the planning, and like yeah, we can just clean up the data and then use this as the training data for like fine-tuning the model and stuff. We could totally do that, but I just want to see if like Llama 3.1 can solve a bit of a reasoning problem, like reasoning question, if it has like guidance and everything. I know this entire architecture is not perfect because yeah, this is very simple. We're not doing anything like new. What thing we need to have is like ability to backtrack. That is one thing that I would like to do, and then ability to like ask question in between, like when a model is running. Yeah, ability to insert questions, like here in the hypothesis generator or maybe in the tester. However, I don't know how, but we need to like feed questions in between here somehow, and that could totally work here. Yeah, and this is the code. Yeah, I'll be providing the GitHub repo for this. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this number of iteration is just for saving here on the result, so that's much easier for me to look. That's what is there, and yeah, that's about it for now. Yeah, if anybody would like to go ahead, like contribute or like collaborate, go ahead. I'll be there, I'll answer, and yeah.